So this is a bit of video, hopefully help someone else. Chrysler Voyager 2005 UK model. Tried to fit an aftermarket stereo. Lots of posts in here, but no real solutions other than running a wire underneath the engine bay to bypass the relay to switch the amplifier on. I've tried that, it didn't work in this. The relay was missing, and I thought I didn't really want just a random wire across. So this is the amp here, sits in behind the panel in here, just 2 bolts, and it comes out, slides out backwards. Just release this panel, it doesn't need to come all the way out, don't need to take the seatbelt off. This just pops out. So there are 2 connectors that come off this. One I've cut away here, and the other one is still on. So this is the effectively input side. So I've cut away handily on mine. The pairs of wires for these speakers were taped for both the input and the output in pairs, which was mostly helpful, but not completely. You can see what I've got here. This is me feeding out. So this is the input side, which is a green and blue wire and a plain green. And feed out, I'll put both my rear speakers into that, which is grey and blue and a grey and orange, and green with a very small orange stripe and a green, which feed to this right hand speaker immediately next to it, and I've used that as a bit of a tester. Problem I've got is I'm getting no power to these 2, which are the front speakers, so I'm going to try and resolve that. If I can't, then I'll just wire those into here as well. At the moment I've got the 2 lots wired into there, which are the rear centre and the rear, furthest rear on that connector coming in from that feed, and likewise on the right hand side. So I've got these 2 extra pairs of wires, which are the front right and front left speakers, which I've got no power into those at the moment, so I'm going to try and investigate that. But in the meantime, the option I've got is to wire them in. Now, from getting no sound at all, just for that simple fix, and an aftermarket stereo. So Bluetooth stereo here. Good sound in the back. And the 4 buttons. Actually hasn't been that difficult for reason of running the wire underneath. So if I figure out the problem with the front speaker's power, I'll post an update. Other than that, I'll just wire those in here, in which case I'll have balance left and right but not front and rear. Hope this helps someone.